We're a constant user of input in our organization. We use it for information associated with deals that we're either working on or deals that we possibly want to consider working on.
I love input. I love the quality of the work I get. I love my account rep. I enjoy working with everybody there.
I've been using input for about 3 years now, and I use it daily, multiple times a day actually. And what we use it for is to track contracts, figure out what's going on, get the updates.
I use it for a variety of things, market research, knowing about the opportunities, who are the key players in the government, working with the opportunities, when are these opportunities coming out. So I'm a capture manager, so this is very helpful for me.
I think the most important thing with respect to input is they're reliable and the information's pretty solid.
I use input pretty much every day. I use it as a primary source for program intelligence, teaming opportunities, and really also to get good information on the government contacts that are constantly updated and provide a very valuable resource of information.
We've been using input to track acquisitions and to do analysis of federal market data that we need in order to achieve our quota objectives.
It cuts down on my marketing time, it cuts down on my people time. I don't have to hire 5 business folks to go all over the agency. People come to me, they find me.
We want to know what the next big contracts coming out are. We want to know who's going to potentially bid them, who's going to team. So all that type of information that it would take us hours to find on other websites, we get from input directly.
In 2010, Panasonic has a resolution to increase our ruggedized laptop penetration into the federal space, and we're going to use input services to do that.
My most favorite feature is the ability to track contracts and get updates as notifications and as things are put out on these contracts. So I get a notification saying, hey, the RFP has been released, or hey, it was awarded to XYZ company. That's one of the most powerful features I think of input. Give me updates, keep me in the loop, tell me what's going on. I find that very, very valuable.
Yes, if I had to do one thing again sooner in my business, I would get input. I would have gotten it 3 years ago.
It saves me a ton of time. I really can't tell you how much, but it's a lot.
I think input's an excellent service.
We have a partner that works with us from Input. I call her frequently and ask her questions and ask her to do research for us.
It's been great. I mean, the Input team has been very responsive. Josh Lockridge is our account manager, very responsive, and just been a great things. When we ask them to do research, they produce great products, and just been a very good experience. Yeah.
My member advisor and all the staff at Input have been extremely helpful. Every time I have a question, every time I need something done, it's not a problem. I send an email, I shoot a call, they're very responsive, and they're there to get the job done. They care about what I'm asking, and I couldn't ask for more.
But I think the most important thing is to have a personal relationship with the analyst that you're working with, so that you can ask specific individual questions associated with your procurement and get a response and an answer, and I've done that a number of times.
Panasonic likes working with Nick Pontius in particular, our input analyst. He's done a super job, and all the people who back him up, we find their responsiveness to be incredible, and they always seem to meet the needs that Panasonic has for them. We're very appreciative of their support.
It's always helpful in a situation where you're doing a deal not to be so directly involved with the principles of the deal, but to have a surrogate, if you will, making calls on your behalf and sort of ghosting, information and questions that you might want to ask of either the customer or perhaps of another company.
The capture service that Input provides is like having your own capture manager on staff.
I wouldn't say faster, but it does help me making it easier. And it helps me in a number of ways. For example, selection of teaming partners, knowing who are the right players, how is the opportunity moving up in the capture stage, what are the different industry days that are happening. So it really helps me in a number of ways. So I would say, in a summary, it helps me make my capture faster.
Being a small business, it's very helpful to find teaming partners all over the country, actually, wherever the contract may be.
About 2 years ago, I heard about a CIO SP3 coming out of NIH. I contacted a lot of primes trying to get on their team. By then, all the team was already formed.
In the business development effort, use the teaming database to see people that are interested in teaming. So input is helpful to me in a number of ways for my captures.
Now have an input, they come to me. I have to turn them away. I have to say, hey, I already have a team. You know, I'm on a small business team, I'm on a large business team, so I have to say no.
The teaming database provides a wealth of information, especially when I really go down to the profile where if someone's really interested in a particular government agency, I can go through to that company, find that person, and generally that person knows which program I'm talking about. And if not, they know someone that is working that program. So it's a great way to, if it's not a direct hit, to kind of funnel that way right to to find that appropriate point of contact.
If they don't know you, they don't trust you. Not because I have input, people say to me, oh yeah, we saw you on input.
Panasonic Computer Solutions has seen an increase in business since we have been an input customer.
All in all, it's a very positive service for anyone that's in this business, which is federal contracting.